Camp is Where the Heart Is proudly presents The Good Samaritan. One day while Jesus was preaching, a man asked him a question. This man had spent many years studying God's law. He said, "Teacher, what must I do to get to heaven?" Jesus answered, "What does God's law say? What do you think?" The man answered, "Love God and others as much as I love myself." When Jesus told him he was right, the man asked, "But what others? Who is my neighbor? Who are the others I should be loving?" Jesus explained by telling this story. There once was a man walking from Jerusalem to Jericho. He was alone, and the road he followed was rocky with many twists and turns. Suddenly, robbers jumped out of nowhere. They attacked the man. They beat him up and stole everything he had, including his clothes. The man lay very injured on the side of the road, when along came a priest. When he saw the man, he was shocked. He stood and stared. The man could barely raise his head to beg for help, but the priest only backed away. He tried not to look. He passed by him as quickly as he could. The man lay in the dirt, moaning, when along came a religious leader, one who preached the law of Moses. He saw the man all covered in blood and dirt and making funny noises, and he thought, "Oh, he looks terrible. I wouldn't ever want to touch him. Besides, I'm sure he's no one I know." So the man passed him by as well. Then a Samaritan came walking along the road. The man who lay in the dirt was a Jew. Samaritans and Jews had been enemies for hundreds of years. Still, the Samaritan came over to him. Very gently, he lifted the man's head and brushed the dust out of his mouth. He took some water and cleaned the man's eyes and gave him something to drink. He put wine on his wounds to clean them and oil to make them heal quickly. Then the Samaritan carried the man and put him on his own donkey and brought him to town. There, the Samaritan gave money to an innkeeper. He said, "Put him in a clean bed. Spend whatever you need to take good care of him until he is strong again." "Now tell me," Jesus added, "which of these three men was a true neighbor to the man who was robbed?" The expert in Jewish law did not need to think very long. He said, "The one who helped him, of course." Jesus then told him, "Then go and do just the same." Those who heard Jesus tell the story knew which people Jesus wanted his followers to love. The others were not just friends. Jesus wants his followers to love everybody, especially strangers and those in need.